Hello, welcome to today's audio log. The time is 8:57 p.m. on the 1st of December 2023. We're in December. We made it. It is, well, some people would say the holiday season has already begun. I would say the holiday season has probably just started, although I'm not going to celebrate anything just yet. And you know what? It has been. Well, you know what? My day was pretty normal up until this evening. Um, like this morning and like early afternoon, everything was fine. It was normal. I didn't really do much of interest. I just kind of played some games and listened to music. Um, but this evening was a little bit of a roller coaster. I so usually how my family like does food on a Friday, we usually get um, fish and chips on a Friday. It's classic British thing to do, fish and chips on a Friday. Um, so that's usually what happens. I don't partake because I'm not actually that big of a fan of fish and chips. At least the fish and chips that you would get from like a takeaway place. I'd much prefer to go into like a restaurant and get fish and chips, or even by the seaside. Getting fish and chips by the seaside is probably the best way to do it. But anyway, so yeah, we usually do fish and chips on Friday. Because I don't have any, I kind of just do my own thing. And today I decided to order my own food. And I tried out this new place I haven't been to before. Kind of like a fusion restaurant, I guess. They do like Asian stuff and like Western stuff and like just kind of combine it. It looked cool, at least the menu looked interesting. Um, so once I decided what I wanted, which was, well, okay, so a few things caught my interest. They had like a whole like seafood section, um, which is not typically something you would see on a takeaway menu. And I don't know if I could trust ordering seafood. Like it just feels weird to get seafood. Like I'm talking like crab and like prawns and calamari, that sort of stuff. That's what they had on the menu. And that stuff is like, I don't know, it just feels like it should be in a different setting, you know? Like in a restaurant. But anyway, I didn't get seafood. I so I was looking through the menu and like a few things caught my interest. One of those things was a Wagyu burger. I've never had Wagyu beef before. Um, and I realized that having it in a burger is probably not the best preparation for that, type of meat. But I, I mean, I wanted to give it a try, so I did. So I got that, and then I also got for dessert mochi. I've never had mochi before. I've heard of it and I've seen it, but I've never had it. So I was intrigued, and so I got that as well. And I ordered my food at like 6:30 p.m. Um, and it took about an hour and a half to get here, which was not ideal. When I ordered it, they said it would be like, I think it was like 25 to 40 minutes. So I was like, okay, that's fine. 25 to 40 minutes to cook and prepare my food and then deliver it. That seems fair. It took an hour and a half. Um, I was I was tracking my order on the app as well, like the entire time. Um, and when it got to around 7:45, the app said that it had been delivered. So I was like, okay, I didn't hear the doorbell, and no one's, you know, uh, let me know that it's arrived. So I went downstairs and I looked around, couldn't see anything. I even went outside and checked the front door. There was nothing there either. So I kind of I assumed that they had accidentally delivered it to the wrong address. Um, and I was about to contact them and tell them that, you know, my food isn't here. Where is it, please? Um, I hesitated. Like, I didn't do it straight away. I waited a little bit just to, give them the benefit of the doubt, see if they would show up. Um, at this point, by the way, I was very hungry. I mean, I was hungry at 6:30 when I ordered it. At this point, it was 8 o'clock, and yeah, I was very hungry. Um, so I just waited, and it got to about maybe like 5 or 8, and someone downstairs calls me and tells me that my food has arrived. So I guess panic over, it arrived. I was very hungry. I was so hungry that I don't think I appreciated the food. um, I just kind of ate it without even thinking about it. But it was nice enough, I suppose. I don't know if I would get a Wagyu burger again because it didn't taste that much different to a regular one. But again, probably not the best format for that, type of meat. So yeah. Then, yeah, oh yeah. So then I had my dessert. I tried out the mochi, and I was pleasantly surprised. First time having mochi, I kind of knew what it was already, but yeah, it was nice. I liked it. In fact, I liked it so much that I got two of them, right? Like two of them arrived. I had one to myself, and then after I finished it, I went downstairs and I cut the second one up into smaller pieces, and I shared it around with my sister and my mum. Because I wanted to see what they thought of it. And with me, going to university next year, studying a foreign language, spending a year in the country whose language that I'm learning, like, I'm going to be integrating myself into Asian culture. And so it makes sense for me to be trying out these things now that I wouldn't normally do otherwise. And I also wanted to see how they thought, or what they thought of it as well, because, well, I don't expect them to be visiting me while I'm in South Korea. But I think I would like to take them on holiday to South Korea once I have finished my course. So yeah, I was curious to see what they thought. And my sister, she tried it first. I kind of knew that going into this, she was not going to be a fan, because she is quite closed-minded when it comes to trying new foods. Like I was, to be fair, I used to be the same way, but I think I've opened my mind a little bit more. I'm more open to things now. So I gave her a piece, and she she tried a little bit, and I could see instantly on her face that she did not like it. And she unfortunately ended up disposing of it. Um, but it was quite funny to see her face, actually, to see her reaction. Um, and then I gave some to my mom, and she ate it. She liked it. She thought it was fine. Um, so yeah, that like pretty much concludes the food delivery dilemma that I experienced this evening. Waiting, waiting an hour and a half for my food to arrive, and then for it to not even be worth the time. Unfortunately, it was good, but it was not worth an hour and a half wait. So, yeah, that's my story for today. Um, I have moving on to something else. I have some plans to hang out with some friends. Uh, it's gonna be a mixture of later today and tomorrow. Originally, it was just going to be tomorrow, but I don't know. Plans change, I guess. So I look forward to that. It is gonna result in me staying up quite late and hopefully not waking up too early. Because we all want to like do this thing together that's like just come out. So yeah, I think that will do it for today. Um, yeah, I will be back tomorrow for the next one. Yeah. So until then, have a good day or a good night, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.